Thousands are saying this is exactly the story they needed. There's a viral video on TikTok showing how a 9-year-old boy's love for police, specifically his Halloween police costume, turned into a big surprise. Calvin Heiselmann loved his police Halloween costume so much that he would patrol his neighborhood, badge and all. Well, one of his neighbors decided to connect Calvin's dad with a real-life police sergeant so that he could meet him. And that sergeant did something even better than that. He and officers showed up to Calvin's home. They took photos with Calvin, took their time, gave him his own little badge, and let him sit behind the wheel of a real-life squad car. This video, his excitement has been viewed more than 160,000 times. And for their side of this touching story, we do want to welcome in Calvin Heiselmann himself, his father, Fur, along with Sergeant Clayton Taylor of the Fort Wayne Police Department joining us as well. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Calvin, I love your hat. How did it feel when the real officer showed up to meet you?
It felt really good.
I bet. I mean, Calvin, what is it about the police uniform that you love so much? Why do you not want to take it off?
It just feels comfortable, and I don't know why.
It feels right, huh? It feels right. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A cop.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, Dad, help set the stage for us. What did you make of it when Calvin was so passionate about this?
That seemed like something Calvin would do. We love the police show Cops. We watch it all the time, and he always talks about being a cop when he grows up and asks all questions all the time about what it takes to be a police officer. And so we knew the passion was already there. And then we were out back to school shopping and saw this police outfit, Halloween outfit, and he was like, "Please, can I have it?" So we were like, "Yes," and he could not take it off.
I mean, Sergeant Taylor, we have to speak to you about this. Why was this so important for you and the officers to make this gesture?
Well, I think it's important to make impacts in our community, and that starts with our kids. And so I never shy away from making a positive impact like this. But when I was introduced to Fur and Calvin, they sent me some of the videos, and I just I was touched by this young man and what he did, and I just thought it was amazing. So I wanted to make an impact on him.
You know, and Sergeant, it has always been, but especially now, it is tough. It is a tough time to be in law enforcement. We talk about it on the show all the time. Retention rates are notoriously low. Morale is low. What are you personally taking away from this?
What I'm personally taking away from this is when I came up, it's clearly a diverse situation. You know, Calvin is a young black kid, and he's so smart and so just full of personality. I wanted to show him the diverse makeup of our own department. And so when I brought some officers up, I brought an officer up from every ethnicity and Caucasian and female officer. I brought her up, so he got to see that it's not just a one type of officer. We make up everybody in the community. So it's important that we show Calvin that, you know, we live and work in this community, and that these are who we are.
Yeah.
You know, he can be one of us.
Calvin, can you tell me what your favorite memory, what was the coolest part of this whole thing? Was it the badge? Was it getting behind the wheel of that squad car? What was the best part?
Getting in the squad car and speaking through the car thing.
I have to say, it looked right on you. I mean, you really just looked like a natural. What is your message for other parents in all of this?
I think it's just pour into your kids and know what they're passionate about, and make sure you feed into that, and just make sure that they know that whatever opportunities they want in the world, that you're going to help them get there.
Calvin, can you wrap your mind around of more than 100,000 people, easy, have watched you in your uniform, not just your neighborhood anymore, 100,000 plus Americans watching you and cheering you on and think that you're just the greatest. What do you think about that?
It kind of feels great about it.
I mean, what do the other kids think at school?
When I told them about my outfit and the badge, One of my school friends said that I'm a real officer now.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple training courses and a couple years away, but this is a good start, Calvin. I have to say, it's just wonderful to see. Sergeant, I appreciate your time. Thank you for making this happen. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.